Hey everyone, welcome to our new thriller comedy. Kidnappers demand money, father-son rush to police, detective check surveillance, messenger wears snakehead hat. The voice was so low, like a bass cannon, I couldn't tell if he was dealing with his online level kidnappers. They demanded at $200,000. Lisa planned to scrape together cash, but the detective suggested waiting to make sure Peggy is still alive. Lisa was beyond impatient. She decided to get the money together first, but just then, I'd got a call from the office his client had arrived. As a top lawyer, she absolutely couldn't afford to lose this case. Please don't go, I'm begging you. I have to go, Ad replied. After he left, Lisa dropped off her son at grandma's and just sat down in the car. Suddenly, someone knocked on her car window. It was reporter Xioma, who opened with, "I know all about the ransom. You should definitely hire a negotiator for this." Lisa was stunned. How did Xioma know when the police hadn't released anything? Xioma explained she was just trying to help. Lisa was furious and warned her that if this got out, she'd lawyer up and sue. After counting, she calmly drove to the bank to propose using her house as collateral for a loan. The bank manager checked and found out the house had already been mortgaged ages ago, not a penny left of that $200,000. Stunned, Lisa returned home and dialed Ad numerous times, only to find his phone was off. Lisa couldn't even imagine that a doctor would forge her signature to secretly mortgage their house and walk off with it for $100,000. What was Ad doing with the money? Meanwhile, at an arcade, Xiaomi gave $500 to the cops for a kidnapper's photo. This girl often pays the police for insider tips to scoop exclusive stories, while Ad was meeting with a client. After discussing the appeal plan, the client dropped a bombshell that left Ad's eyebrows furrowing. Hours flew by, and after countless calls, Lisa still couldn't reach Ad. Without any options, she turned to the police for help. Once they learned of Ad's disappearance, they immediately sprang into action. They launched a full search for Ad's car, and at the same time, Xiaoma scoured social media for similar images, finding a photo that looked just like the messenger. Turns out, this guy was a prankster who often filmed risk parody videos to grab attention. Xiaoma dashed to Lisa's house and flung her findings at her, speculating that the letter was likely fake. Lisa's hope shattered again. With her husband missing, she felt like she was losing her mind. Xiaoma insisted again that her investigation wasn't just for a story. She genuinely wanted to help find Peggy. She had delved deeply into Lisa's past but found absolutely nothing. How peculiar it is. Before long, the police arrested the prankster, and just like Xiaoma suspected, the ransom note was a fake, not good news at all. Because Peggy had been kidnapped for 5 days, and the kidnappers hadn't made any demands. This meant their motive wasn't monetary gain. If money wasn't the objective, they undoubtedly harbored sinister intentions. On the opposite side, Ad followed the ringleader all the way to his house, insisting on an explanation for what they had meant by that remark just now. The ringleader paused and said he saw the news about Peggy's disappearance and was just trying to offer some comfort. Before he could even finish his sentence, Ad suddenly made a move, catching everyone off guard. The next morning, Ad turned himself in and got detained for assault. This piece of news quickly reached Lisa. And if that wasn't enough, Xiaoma searched birth records and unearthed Lisa's hidden past. Lisa was born in a very mysterious place, a religious community that had almost no connection to the outside world. Xiaoma was hugely curious and drove 5 hours to this place called Aiton. Everyone in this community was wearing red, and at first glance, it didn't seem too special. After getting out, Xiaoma learned that Aiton's residents never went out, didn't use the internet, no cell phones, no TV money. What's that? They led a barter system lifestyle, almost like living in the Stone Age. After asking around and going through some twists and turns, Xiaoma finally met Lisa's mother. The old lady seemed very pleasant, admitting her relationship with her daughter wasn't great. The last time they met was 5 years ago. That time, her daughter brought Peggy along, but something terrifying happened, and they never saw each other again. Xiaoma pressed for what happened when Lisa returned, but the old lady bowed her head silent. No matter how much Xiaoma questioned her, she wouldn't say another word. Meanwhile, Ad was out on bail, and the police finally had some good news. A gas station in France reported something. They saw the person who took Peggy, which at least meant there was a good chance Peggy was still alive. Lisa cast a glance at the photo and immediately realized that she had never laid eyes on this person before. Ad looked at it and said he didn't recognize them either. The police then showed them a picture of the kidnapper's wife, and Lisa was certain this was. Ad also affirmatively confirmed that this woman was not his online lover, Sarah. The detective then started asking about the loan, and had admitted he did take one out, had spent it all. He planned to use the lawyer's fee to fill the gap, but he lost it yesterday and ended up punching the client for home stuff, school fees, travel, new windows, kitchen, decor, clothes, vacations, commercial grade upgrades, airplanes. Trust me, it won't last long. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe and see what happens next.